Good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of the CFISD Digital Learning Lab Summer Edition. We're so grateful, boys and girls, you stopped your day during this summer to join us for another session. My name is Stephen Stone. I am the EdTech Training Coordinator for the district. Today, we have disabled the chat, but if you would like to submit a question, you can click on the description below, and then there's a link there that you can click to submit your questions to the presenters. For you today, we have two dynamic presenters, Ryan and Shannon. Are you ladies ready to take them through podcasting and the GIF experience?
Yes, the good GIFs. We're ready.
I like our combination of them just to make everyone happy.
Okay, well, you ladies, you can take it away, and you all have a great session.
Thank you. All right. Well, hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Mrs. Davis, and like Mr. Stone said, this is Miss Gilpatrick over here.
Hello.
And we are talking about GIFs and podcasts using Weave videos, and we want to celebrate some good times for the summer.
Celebrate good times.
Yes.
You know, the other day, whenever you called me on my shell phone, I was
yes.
like, "What's up, Miss
Yes.
Davis?"
Sun's
Are
out,
you-
pun's
it is-
out, right?
You know, exactly. Sun's out, pun's out. You know, it is officially summer.
It is. And this beach behind us, man, I wish we were there. Like,
No,
doesn't that look pretty with the blue water?
it does. It looks perfect. Like,
It does. Now I want to go like to the beach with blue water. Just gotta find it.
I know, right? You do have to drive a little bit for the blue water.
Just a tad.
So what are we doing? What are we doing? Speaking of water,
Ooh,
what
that
are
was
we
a good
doing?
one. That was a good one. I wasn't expecting that one. So today we are going to be talking about GIFs, GIFs, and podcasting. But first, before we get started, I do want to take you through some little tips and tricks on how to work this YouTube live going on. So if you would like to follow us, follow along and work with us. So here I have our YouTube. I can right click once. I'm going to right click a second time. And the really cool thing is this brings up picture in picture. So here's my little YouTube guy. I can come back to my tab. I can work in a separate tab while YouTube is going. Just make sure you don't click this X up here, because then you close out YouTube. Don't do that. If you want to come back to YouTube and take it back full screen, you're going to click this little full screen icon. It's going to take you back to the full tab. Now, if you're watching this on the replay, so after the fact that this is live, there's a really cool thing, because I know that I can get super excited about things and I can talk really, really fast. So if that's the case and you find that I'm talking way too fast, I apologize. You can come down here to the settings and you can go to Playback Speed and you can slow us way down. Or if you find that we talk way too slow for you, which is also a possibility, you can speed us way up, although we might sound like chipmunks. It's a possibility. Let you know that's there.
Or maybe like a dolphin or something. We can stick to our ocean theme.
Yes,
Dolphins
we'll sound
have a
like
high
Flipper.
pitch. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Sorry. Go on.
You're good. So as Mr. Stone said, there is, okay, wow. Sorry, Miss Gilpatrick, do you see this like craziness going on?
Yes.
YouTube with
Yes.
it, YouTube with it.
Which one is real?
I can't tell. I'm nervous. Okay. So as Mr. Stone was saying, if you have any questions, right here is this bit.ly/summerdll. This will take you to a form that you can ask us questions on. Ms. Gilpatrick, did I miss anything for the tips?
I don't think so.
I have a good way to check. Nope, I didn't.
You got it all.
Awesome. Okay. So first we're going to start off with what on earth is a GIF or a GIF, as our team likes to say. So here are some examples that we found that were just really cute because it's summer. Like, this is totally my idea, like on a beach with the sailboats and the birds and beautiful cloudless sky. And then I love ice cream. Like, I want all the ice cream. So these are ones that I found, but you can make your own. Like, Miss Gilpatrick, I think that's your adorable little dog.
It is. It's my daughter's dog, but I claim him because he's so adorable.
Yes, he's
So
cute. I just want to hug him.
And wait a minute, is that you wiping out?
Yeah, that
love
is
it.
me wiping out on repeat.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I love gifts. It's like, it's a great way to send like a emotion to somebody without having to come up with the words.
Yes. I mean,
it's fun.
I've had full on like text conversations with friends through GIF.
Yeah.
Like, no words were said, just GIF.
I love it.
It's a great,
and I love that we can make it in WeVideo now, and it's super easy.
Yeah, so let me show you guys how I actually made those in WeVideo. So I'm just going to open a new tab. I'm going to go to wevideo.com. And then mine's probably already, it's already logged in because I was working on it this morning. So if you're not logged in, you're going to go to the login with Google and select your CFISD account. So when we previously did a session on WeVideo back in April, I think it was, we only saw video and recording. Like, those were the only two things that were on our dashboards. And now we got super excited because GIF and podcast is there, and it's really, really cool. So we're going to look at making a GIF. So I'm just going to click on GIF right here. I'm going to start editing. And then this is kind of what makes this dashboard, this video editor, a little different than the video one. So you see this yellow line right here, Miss Gilpatrick?
I do, yes.
That stops at 45 seconds. Like, they don't want you making a GIF longer than 45 seconds because that's a really long GIF. Like,
then it becomes a video.
Yeah, then we're in video territory. And to be honest, the GIFs that I have made probably only last like 5 or 6 seconds. Because that's all I really want to, as far as like putting content in. So there are two ways you can do this. You can use the stock media from WeVideo, which is what I used. I'm going to type in summer just to see if I can pick, let's find just images. So here are all these images that kind of go with the theme of summer. So if I wanted to make a GIF that looked like this with really fast pictures rotating in the background, and I keep the word summer right here, this was one way I could do it. So let's see, Miss Gilpatrick, which one is your favorite picture so far?
On there, let's see.
I kind of like this.
I have to zoom in a little bit. Ooh, that one's cute. Yeah, I like the one with the beach. Like that one that says summer vacation.
Oh, okay. So the one that I just grabbed, it has like the sunglasses. And
yeah, that one's cute. Yeah, yes. I like that one.
I like that one. It is, and I like this beach one. So I'm just going to drag this right here.
Yeah, so that's the one I like.
So if I zoom in, I'm going to use this toolbar, this little bar down here at the bottom, and I'm going to zoom really far into my dashboard so I can see in 5-second increments. Is that actually, that's like milliseconds.
Yes.
That's milliseconds.
That's like less than a second. Yes.
Yeah. Because if I zoom out, like that's at 5 right here. So this one picture is going to stay on this screen for 5 full seconds. That's way too long to see a picture. So I only want them staying on there for about 5 milliseconds, hundredths of a second. I want it to only stay on there for a really short amount of time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to grab it. You see how it's orange? I have my 2 arrows on the side, and I'm going to shrink this way down until I get to 5. So now it's going to just whoop, pop up on the screen, and then it's gone. So here's my other one. Let me zoom out a little bit so I can get there faster. So you see how this itty bitty little thing right there, like that's the other image that I'm working with. So I'm going to zoom back in so I can get it down to that 5. So drag with my 2 arrows, drag all the way down to where I want. So let's take this to 10. So now I have these two pictures and they're going to change really quickly on this GIF. So let's add just a few more. So this seagulls guy, that's, I mean, not gonna lie, Miss Gilpatrick, seagulls kind of scare me.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like they're just, I don't know what it is.
I mean, they're cool to see flying, but when they recognize that you have food and somebody might be giving them food, that's when they start to freak me out a little bit.
Yeah, like it's like you're up in my face and I just want you to go away.
Yeah.
Like too close for comfort. Okay, yeah. So now I have these 4 images. So in total, this GIF is about 20 seconds long. Ish, not even
a second.
I'm like, I
not even a second. We're under a second.
1 second. There we go.
Right.
Okay. So
like
now I
blink.
want to add my word on top of these images so it stays constant and it's just going to loop through these 4. So I'm going to kind of text. I'm going to stick with the static just because it's going to be really easy to have one word just big and bold right there and it not move. But I need to shorten this clip way down because I don't need summer staying on just a blank background, right? Like I just want it where my words are.
Or where your pictures are.
There we go. Thank you for correcting me, Ms. Gilpatrick.
I knew what you meant.
So I have sample text here, but I need to edit that to say summer. So I'm going to come right here. I'm going to double click within this text and it automatically pops up for me to edit. So sample text goes away. I want this to say summer. It would help if I spelled it correctly. And then I want to change this font. Let's see. I want something really big and bold and yes.
Oh, yeah.
That one.
Can you change the color even?
Ooh, yeah. What color should I do? So here's my font color. I have it white right now. What do you think? I mean,
maybe
you know what color I'm going to suggest.
Yeah, you're going to suggest teal.
I'm going to go with teal because, you know,
yeah.
It's pretty. But what about like hot pink?
Yeah, maybe something that stands out.
There we go.
Yeah,
okay, so let's see. So I'm going to hit save changes. Actually, what if I made it bold? Ooh, that made it difficult to read. Okay.
There's another like color block thing. Does that put a box around it or something like a background?
I think so. Let me see. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So if I put a background behind it, then I'm taking away from my pictures.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know if I really want that. Now I need to go back to it being.
But you could make it transparent.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a color selected.
You could put a color there, but make it kind of almost see-through.
Ooh, I could. Let's see. Let me see what.
Sorry. Nope. I'm just noticing the things that you can do and it's kind of cool. We don't have all the time in the world though, but you know, it's fun to play around with that stuff like that.
But then it takes my summer away.
Well, I can see it.
There we go. So what about that? So there, it kind of has a haze on it like that.
Yeah, so it kind of helps the word stand out a little bit more.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to click Save Changes. So I've changed my text. I've changed, I like my color, and I've messed with that box in the background. So I'm going to hit Save Changes. So now I'm going to back this up. I'm going to click Play. So literally, like it's four pictures. That's it. That's all I've got. That's what this GIF is. So I'm happy with that. Ms. Gilpatrick, what do you think?
I like it.
Awesome. So now that this one's finished, I'm going to come up here to my blue box. I'm going to click Finish. I always rename them because it just makes it easier to find instead of like GIF 1 and 2 and 3. And once you start making hundreds, then we're going to get kind of lost. So I'm going to rename. And then I'm going to just click Export. So it's going to capture a thumbnail, meaning it's going to have this one image that shows when it's when you're looking for it. And then it's going to go into the queue and it's going to load. And oh, it says it's going to be ready in 1 minute and 5 seconds. So while this is going, Ms. Gilpatrick, what if is it cool if I jump to show how I made the one with my video?
Yes, I want to see how you made it.
Okay.
Where were you, by the way?
A lake up in Tyler.
Okay.
Yes, I did not know that there was a lake near Tyler, Texas.
No.
Not it. I mean, it was cool. It was fun.
That's cool.
So I went through the same steps, just went to wevideo.com. I'm going to come here to GIF. And then, so this was actually, this was one of my like first time wake surfing kind of experiences. And so my friends were like capturing, like taking video of it just to be like, yeah, like you're doing it. And it just so happened my friend took this one video and he just happened to take it in slow-mo. Like it was an accident. He didn't mean to, but it produced the best wipeout ever. And it was a complete accident. So here's this video. Now, how did I get it into my WeVideo dashboard? I went to import, and then I had already uploaded it from my phone into my drive. So then from my drive, it should be, here are all of our videos. So it was this one that I'm talking about. So I just clicked on it, hit select, and then now it's uploading into my dashboard. But I already have it up here. If I can find it again, there it is. Okay, so I know it is 58 seconds long. So I'm gonna drag this video way down here and put it on video 1. There we go. Now, I don't need the entire video. All I need is the very end where I wipe out, because let's be honest, like it's kind of entertaining to watch. Was not entertaining to experience, but it was funny to watch. That kind of hurt. Okay, so I'm just gonna drag this blue line up to kind of where I think I'm about to start falling. Okay, so you can see, like, I'm gonna cut right there. I don't need any of this, which is sad because this is where I was like actually wake surfing and like doing a decent job, but I don't need that. This is not the funny part. So I'm gonna drag my clip over here, and then I know at the very end of me wiping out, like all you see is just water and it picks back up speed. So I can clip this end of it too, because I don't need that. Like you don't need to see just the water splashing up. Like you got the point. I have wiped out in a miraculous fashion. And here I go. And oh no, I'm down. Boom. Yep, that
Love
I feel
it.
like that's how my summer is going so far. It's just a wipeout.
I know, right?
It's just sad. So I actually could probably cut out a little bit more up here at the front just to make it a little shorter. So I'm just going to throw that up here. I'm going to drag this over. And now I have this slow-mo of me wiping out while attempting to wake surf. It's fun and it's a good workout, but it's not fun to wipe out. So I added text on this one too. This one, I added motion text because it just kind of looked a little fun. So I want the ones, this one right here, this main text, because it's nice and big, and then there's a smaller text underneath it. So I'm going to grab this motion text tile and bring it down to video 2 so that they sit on top of each other. And then I need to stretch this out so it's there the whole time. You see what this did right here? Like, because this was taken on a phone, like I have all of this black space out here to the side. To me, that's just wasted space on a screen. So I actually want to go full screen with this one. So I'm going to click on my video and I'm going to double click to bring up my editing options. And it's this fit right here. So because this was taken vertically on a phone, that's the size that it is. But I want it to actually stretch and fit the full screen. So now I can move this down. And so, yes, it's going to be a little pixelated because I've literally zoomed really far into this video, but you can still get the idea, right?
Right. I could still tell what was going on.
Yes.
For sure.
And it's an even better picture of like me wiping out because you're close enough. You can really feel the pain on that one. So I'm going to click Save Changes. And now I need to edit my text. So again, double click. I'm going to come right over here to the speech bubble. And let's say, have a wonderful, And then the secondary text, I'm just going to say summer with a lot of exclamation points. Let's see. I kind of want to make that just great summer. So that way it's a little smaller. That works.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
And then I don't really like these yellow dots. Like I don't need them. They're in the way. So right here, this color palette, I'm actually going to click on the yellow. And just like we did with that text box, I'm going to make them invisible. I'm going to make them transparent.
Oh, I like it. Okay.
Yes. So you don't necessarily have to have the other colors there. I mean, you can just have the words with the animation that they have, but you can make those colors, those objects that they have transparent. They're still there, you just can't see them, but you kind of took them away. So I'm going to click.
I don't see them anymore.
No, we definitely do not see them anymore. Okay. So now I want to preview to make sure everything looks good and I like it. So I'm going to click play video. Have a great summer. Splash. And then it goes away. Now I will say I kind of like maybe shrinking the words a little bit so they're not there the whole time and then having them kind of in the center of this GIF. So that way they come in like I'm falling, and it's like, have a great summer. And then they go away and you see all the beauty of the water splashing and me wiping out. So now I've created a GIF with the stock media in WeVideo, but I've also used my own because to be honest, like reliving that moment is just funny to me. Like I have no problem saving this and sharing it with my friends and being like, hey, look at this.
Yeah, absolutely. You might become like a viral GIF that lots of people use. You never know.
Goodness.
Okay, I want to see what that other one looks like that you made with the pictures. Do you think it's ready?
Yeah. Oh, yes. There it is. Okay. So there are a couple ways that I can share this. So I can share through the links, or I can download this, like save it to my computer and share that way, or I can share directly to some of my social media. But here is that summer GIF that we created. So it's literally just rotating through these images, just like that other one that I found. I found that one online.
Yeah, like, that's cool.
I can totally recreate something that I found online in WeVideo.
That turned out really great.
I know, and I just love all the bright colors.
Mm-hmm.
Very bright and summery and pretty. And this one, we've seen that one. I think we've seen Miss Davis wipe out enough.
Yeah, I think.
Because
well, we saw the finished product too, right there. Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
I still I can't get over that. It's just that's me wiping out really bad.
Okay, I'm looking at the time. I'm gonna try to see if I can copy what you just showed us.
Okay.
And recreate a GIF using my picture using my little video of the puppy named Finley in like, let's see how quickly I can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we see your screen?
I'm gonna do it.
Can we see your screen while doing
this?
this?
Yes. Okay. I'll share my screen and then I'm gonna maybe be talking a little bit to myself, but you can talk through like what I'm doing because I'm gonna focus on seeing how quickly I can actually do it. Okay.
Awesome.
All right,
here we go. I should put a timer on.
Okay, I think you have to stop sharing your screen before I can share mine, possibly.
No, it wouldn't let you just take
over. No, it wouldn't. Okay, but now it is. Okay,
yes.
Here we go.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. Can you see my WeVideo screen?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna get started here. Okay, so I did cheat a little bit and I already emailed myself the video that I took of the dog when we were at the park. So I emailed the video and I already, I saved it to my computer and then I uploaded it to my media.
Okay,
so you kind of already,
select GIF.
So I did, okay, yep. And then here it is right here. So it's a 16-second video. So I'm gonna bring it down here, right? And then I can click and drag and see like where I want it to stop. And I really like the way that it was in slow-mo with his tongue. That just makes me laugh. Okay, so I'm gonna come right here and clip. And then I just delete this. Now I saw you do something where you just like clicked and oh, okay, see, I'd never done that before.
Yes.
I like that. Okay, so then I'm gonna go and then right here, I'm gonna clip the end of it too after he puts his tongue back in his mouth. There we go. And get rid of that part. There we go. Okay, so I've got about 4 seconds here, and then I want to put some text with it. So let me pick something. I'm just going to do something simple. How about I feel like I'm under pressure.
That can make it, when I first started using WeVideo, the thing that I like about text was the ones that have like a certain amount of lines, like this one.
Yeah.
Like in my mind, it was like, but I don't have that much to say.
Yeah.
But if you go into that like box and like hit a space bar, it reads it as text, and so nothing's there.
Okay. Okay.
So there's a little trick. So if you don't
so like
have,
okay, so right here I just hit a space bar.
yeah, and it
should. Yes. Okay.
See, we're tricky. Like we like to trick the software.
Okay. See. Oh no, I'm gonna make it a pun, even though.
Yeah, we gotta be punny today, Miss Gilpatrick.
Did I see food? Okay.
Seafood. Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ha. Okay. And then now see, I was noticing these little boxes here, so I can like move my text to where I want it to be on the video.
Yes.
So I don't want it to take up the whole thing, so I want to be able to see his face. So I'm going to move it. Or I could even put it over here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay.
Yes, we shall see.
All right, so let's check it out and see how it works. And we really use the word see a lot. Okay.
Yes.
Save changes. So then I'm just going to drag this here. And I liked how you changed your text a little bit, so it's not right at the beginning. It kind of, okay, so you just clicked and dragged that. So here we go. Let's see. There we go. Okay,
Very
so then
good.
I click
And
finish.
done.
How long did that take me?
That took you 3 minutes.
Okay.
Like that, it did not take long at all. I think the parts that take the longest are like the design aspects of like selecting
yes, now
font, selecting the colors. Like that's what takes the longest for me. Not actually like putting everything in the right spot, but the making it pretty.
Well, and the cool part is that I can always go back. Now that I've saved this, I could always go back and change it. And I could change that font or change the colors or do some things like that. See, it's already ready. Look at that. Here we go.
Done.
Let's see how it looks. There he is. And it's just gonna, and it just keeps repeating, right? Yep.
It's on a loop. The beauty of GIFs. That's like
love it.
Watching me wipe out.
Thank you for sharing GIFs with us.
Of course. Now I'm excited to learn about podcasts because you can do podcasts within WeVideo.
Yes. All right.
Awesome.
So first of all, I know you know what a podcast is. I know what a podcast is. Let's talk about what it is to those people that don't know.
Absolutely.
So a podcast is kind of like a radio show. That's what I think of it as. It's all audio, right? And you are usually having a conversation or talking about something that you know about or that you're interested in, or, one of the ones that you told me about, which is really cool, is called Smash Boom Best, right?
Yes. They have some of the funniest things on there.
So I listened to this yesterday, to Smash Boom Best. And the one that I listened to was Sharks versus Skunks. And so they had two experts on there talking about which is cooler, sharks or skunks. Now, they had to like try to prove their point. They used historical things. They used some funny information, things that I would have never known about skunks if I hadn't listened to this. But then after you listen to it, you can go on their site and you can actually vote as well as to which one you think is the cooler animal, a shark or a skunk. And they do all sorts of different things. So at the end of this, we're going to share this presentation with you all so that you can access the Smash Boom Best podcast too. But I'm just going to take you to it really quickly and give you a little peek of what it is. So where to listen. If you have an iPhone, you can through Apple Podcasts. Google Podcast is what I'm going to click here because we're in Google Chrome and it works really well. So now you can see here's Smash Boom Best and here's all of them. So they've got like cats versus dogs, pizza versus tacos, super speed versus super strength. I mean, they've got so many different fun topics that they debate about, and you learn some things that are really interesting, like fun facts that you can, share with other people. And, aliens versus robots, that's a fun one too. So here's the sharks versus skunks one. And they're about 30-40 minutes long. And you can just listen to them right from there.
I love podcasts. I mean, they have become like my go-to thing with all of this because they're such a great way for me to stay connected with everything and just hear other people's opinions.
Yes.
And just kind of like learn to listen.
Yes. Absolutely. So it's really cool. And there's so many different podcasts out there, especially now with people being at home. A lot of celebrities have started podcasts where they're talking to other celebrities. Like you at home could make a podcast where you're talking to your friends. And we're going to show you how you can do that. So you can do it all in WeVideo. And it's really pretty simple once you start. So in WeVideo, and did you talk about logging into WeVideo?
Mine was already logged in. So if you want to log out and maybe
let me do that real quick. That's it. Because I want to make sure you log out really quickly. So when you first go to wevideo.com, and we linked that in the presentation as well on the first slide. When you first go to wevideo.com, you are going to click login. And then you're going to log in with Google. And this is for Sci-Fair teachers and students. When you click login with Google, mine's just going to log directly in because I already logged in today. But you'll probably get it pop up and it'll verify your Google account, or you'll type in your CFISD Google login and password. Students, make sure you also add on that @stu.cfisd.net at the end. So you have your little code, the @ and then stu.cfisd.net. We'll put some instructions in our Google slide maybe to help. So once you get in, then it brings you to the dashboard, and we're going to do podcast. So you'll click podcast. And I have to admit, earlier, I actually recorded some of our conversation.
Really?
Yes, I did. Because
whale, whale, whale. Let's hear how it sounds.
Whale, whale, whale. Yes, I did. So I didn't tell her ahead of time, but I did record a little bit, and then I forgot I was recording, and it recorded for like over 4 minutes. I was like, oh, I forgot. But one of the reasons why it would be very cool to do something like that is because there's a lot of times when you can't watch video, but you still want to hear the information, right? So you can record something like what we've done today, and it would just be the audio, and then you can listen to that in a place like where you can't actually watch a video, like if you're on a run, or if you're on a walk, or if you're anywhere that you can't really sit there and like look at your video on your phone. On the beach.
On the beach, yes.
Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to click next. I'm going to put that in my general. And so right away, whenever I start doing podcasts, it gives me the option to start recording. So I'm going to just click record. It's going to count down. And then at that point, anything that we say, including anyone that is in the room with you, or if they're on the phone with you and you have them on speaker, or Miss Davis, like as you're talking, it's going to pick you up as well.
Really?
So,
that's awesome.
yes. And then we're done with that little segment. We're going to click stop. So here is the key thing, is that you can record just in little bits, or you can record the whole thing, and then you can go back and edit out what you don't want. So I'm going to click save. And you'll notice that as it saves the recording, it's going to automatically put it in for me in this voiceover row, I guess we'll call it layer, right? So this is the one that we just did. And then at that point, anything that we say, including anyone that is in the room with you, or if they're on the phone with you and you have them on speaker, or Miss Davis, like as you're talking, it's going to pick you up as well. So
really, that's awesome.
Yes. And then we're done with that. So there you are. So if I wanted to keep this just like it was, then I can just keep it right here. If I wanted to adjust it, so I'm going to drag in just like we do with the videos. You can click and drag in and adjust the length of it. Now, a lot of times on podcasts, they have an intro. So if I wanted to create an intro, then I would just come up here to narrate, click record. Welcome to my Celebrate Good Times podcast. I'm so happy that you're here with us today. Miss Davis, welcome back.
Oh, I can't wait to see what we're going to talk about today.
Okay, so there we go. And I clicked save. And if we had made a mistake, there was a little option there, I'll show you in a second, that said record again. So now this one is right here. Notice it put a new layer called voiceover 2. I can keep it there and it's just going to play directly after that one. Or if I want to I can put it together. So I can have this right before that one. Now, when it turns yellow like this, it's going to give me some options. It's telling me I can either trim to fit, which means it's going to cut it down and fit it in that place, or I can insert and push. And insert and push means that it's going to put it in that space and it's going to push that other thing over so that it all fits in there. So that's what I chose. So now I have our intro, and then it goes into our welcome to my Celebrate Good Times podcast. I'm so happy that you're here with us today, Miss Dave. And then it just automatically transitions right over to that other piece of video. So like I said earlier, I was videoing us, or excuse me, not video, audio. I was recording us earlier and it was 4 minutes long. So I could drag this down and then cut out a big section of that, listen to it, decide where I want to clip it, and cut out everything that I don't want. So, and I can also come in here in the middle of it. Maybe I don't want this part, but I just want that part. So then the other thing I'm going to show you is that a lot of times in podcasts, they have music playing as well, like during the intro, or they'll have some music or sound effects going on. So all of that is here in WeVideo as well. So when you come up here to audio, there is a lot of music that is already in the program that you can choose from. So I'm going to choose, I'm going to go to premium music. Let's see, cheerful summer fun.
I'll say, I feel like something with summer in the title would be perfect.
Yes. Okay, now I want you to hear this really quickly. Great Good Times podcast. I'm so happy that you're here with us today. So I like the music, but it's really loud and I can't even hear us talking, right?
Yeah, that's not good.
So I can adjust the volume for the audio. So all I did was click and drag that summer fun down here. And now I'm going to drag this down and adjust the volume. Now, anywhere that I click here, I can make it a little bit different because I want it to start getting quieter towards the end. And then even kind of go over into bleed over so it fades out really nicely. So this is stuff that you'll kind of start playing around with and decide what you like it to sound like, but let's see if that's a little bit better. Welcome back.
I can't wait to see what we're going to talk about today.
There we go. So that was much better. We could hear what we were actually saying. So I put that audio, I layered it on top of our audio, our voiceover audio or our narration. So that's how you layer something. And then if I wanted to put a sound effect kind of as a transition, then I can come right here to sound effects. And I can choose something like, let's see, how about a splash? Because we were talking all about summer. So I'm gonna come right down here and look, I'm been giving those options again. I want to insert and push. And so now I have a little splash transition. So,
Really? That's awesome.
yes. There we go.
So now I have these two.
And then it goes right into our content. So as you are recording your media, you're recording your audio, you just click narrate, and all of those audio recordings will start coming in here as voiceovers. If you record them and you come back to them later, then they're saving here in your media too. So these are all things that I've done this week. You can see these were on June 30th. This was on July 2nd. I could come back and take those as well and put those at the end or anywhere within the video that I want. So once
really, like I could record, like if I'm sitting at the beach with a friend and we have the phone in between us, and because we're 6 feet apart,
yes.
And so we're like recording a conversation on my phone. I could take that recording from my phone and I could import it into WeVideo and I could still use that, right?
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome. So like I could create a podcast on the go.
You could even, ask your friends or family, what do you like better, pizza or tacos? Why? And then have them all record themselves, their answer, send it to you. You import those in, you just click import and go to where you've saved them on your computer, browse, locate it. You can do it from your Google Drive as well. And then they'll all be here in your media, and then you just click and drag them in the order that you want.
That would be so cool to have like multiple responses, and then you could just line them up one after the other.
Yes.
I like it.
So then you could also have your audio go at the end. And so this is a little trick I'm going to show just to save time. Once you've got your audio set with a good volume at that beginning and you want to use the same thing at the end, you're going to select it and do Control-C for copy. Then you're going to move down here to where you want it to go at the end, and you're going to do Control-V to paste it. So now that audio that I made here, that the music that I put here is also here. So it's at my ending as well.
Well, welcome to
So that sounded like a welcome because we were playing around the other day, but that is how you can create podcasts. And then click finish, give it a name, celebrate.
Yes, because we're celebrating everything good.
Lots of positive, good things that you can create and share with friends and family. Yeah. So then I'm celebrate audio only. I can save this to WeVideo. I could also save this to my Google Drive if I wanted, and then just click export. And it's going to do very similar, just the same type of processing that it did on that GIF that we created.
So when it's done, it'll give me like a sharing link, just like I had on the GIF, right?
Absolutely. Yes, it will.
So I could share, I could go through this whole thing, create the podcast, and then share it with those, like my friends, my family, everyone with a link.
You absolutely can.
That is so awesome.
Yes. So lots of people out there are creating content, and surprisingly, lots of people make money doing that as well, which I'm always surprised by. But this is all about creating some fun stuff and sharing with your friends and family. So being a content creator and enjoying your time during the summer and your time at home, and a way to connect with other people.
Yes, because that connection is really important right now. Like I feel like we're all feeling that, like I need people.
Yes.
I need those
Yes.
connections.
Absolutely. So we have some sessions coming up next week. We have a replay from one of our spring sessions. I think that one's going to be on, what is it? Do you remember? Infographics. Yes, it is. It's on infographics. And then on July 9th, they're going to be live. We're going to have Ms. Johnson and Ms. Haynes, right?
Yep.
Will be live, and they're going to be talking about some really neat programs that we have in Cyfair, Equatio and Read and Write, and how you can use those with other tools as well in Google. So join us next week.
Yes.
And if you want this presentation, we do have that available for you. You're going to type in bit.ly/July 2, capital D, capital L, capital L. And whenever you go there, then you are going to get a copy of this entire presentation with all the links and everything, so you can check out some of that stuff that we mentioned. And you can, oh, look at that. You're going to get your own personal Miss Davis wiping out into the waves.
I feel like I should have rethought this whole gift thing right now.
But then you'll also get that link to Smash Boom Best, so you can check that out and then start creating your own.
Yes, because right now is such a great time to create this content, because I mean, we have all the time. So
yes.
It's a great way to let people like in on your perspective and what you do like on a daily basis. It's a cool way to share.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, I had so much fun with you today, and I look forward to seeing what people create. You can always share with us on our Twitter at Cyfair EdTech, and we'd love to see some things that you create out there. If you want any of us to be on your podcast, just let us know.
Have a guest appearance.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Boy. Sorry. We found all these puns. We have to try to use them all. We had to try to get them all in there. All right. Yes. Well, we will see you next time.
Yes.
We won't, but some of us will.
I don't have a water or summer pun for wonderful. Waterful? Have a
waterfall? Well, waterfall. A waterfall. Waterfall.
We'll see y'all later.
Take care. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, guys.